You can hear the cars on the freeway.
Right behind those trees over there. That's good.
You eating? What are you eating?
Great. There was some here that wasn't dried out yet. Yeah, see, these aren't dried out yet.
Let's see them.
Oh, good.
There's those power lines off in the distance. You see on the topographical map.
They go right through. They're on the farm. These works are good. Pond's just about dried up. He's got a big pond down there where that little.
Now, what are you talking about? Don't climb up there.
I was,
You're gonna fall down.
nah.
What, Steve?
See? There's your tobacco hang. This is, okay. This is a live demonstration of a tobacco farm. We're in a tobacco oven now. Well, it's a tobacco barn. It's used like a convection oven where you use the dry heat to dry out the tobacco. The tobacco would come green from the field, and they would string it on these sticks. And the stem would hang here. Give me a dry piece of tobacco, and I'll show you how. The tobacco comes from the field in a green leaf, and the workers hang the tobacco on a stick. They tie it on a stick with a string, and you can imagine this stick full of green tobacco. Okay, the stem's up here, and the leaves hanging down like this. Okay, after it's strung up, the workers come in and they hang these sticks from the rafters with the green tobacco on it. Alright? And they hang it on the rafters, and this whole barn will be full up to the ceiling. You can see the rafters all the way up to the ceiling. And there would be a dirt floor in the bottom. Right now there's a wood floor because it's used as a packing house. So there'd be a dirt floor in the bottom and a big old oven in the bottom, and the oven would be fed from the outside. And the farmer would leave the tobacco in here for probably 10 to 12 hours, maybe longer. And the oven, tending the fire and the oven hot, and this convection heat would dry out the tobacco, the green tobacco, and it would dry it out to this dry state here, probably a little bit wetter than this, but it would be this light colored. They would dry it out, and they would take the sticks down, and they would put these sticks of dry tobacco in a packing house, and they would let it sit for probably 6 to 8 weeks. And then they would come in and they would take the sticks of dried tobacco out of the packing house that had been sitting in a packing house for about 6 weeks. They'd take it all off the sticks. Let me get down from here and I'll show you what they'd do.
Okay.
Now you have the rafters. You're taking the sticks of tobacco out of your packing house, and you bring it to an area, and you take all the tobacco off the sticks. And you would put the tobacco, all of this dry tobacco, you would take it off the sticks, and you would put it in these burlap sheets. These are burlap bags sewed together that make sheets. You would put it in the sheets and bundle it up like this and put it on your truck and take it to the tobacco warehouse. This is a sheet of tobacco. And they would take it to the tobacco warehouse and have auctions. R.J. Reynolds and Company and all the big tobacco buyers would go to the warehouse and buy the tobaccos to make the cigarettes. This is a raw material for a Winston cigarette or Philip Morris. that's it. That's the tobacco story. Thank you.
Thank you.
You can see the tobacco. Yeah, that's the tobacco barn. He must have had his oven over here or something, but you'd have it kind of sitting out in the middle, but you would feed it from the outside.
Well, we had them sitting around in.
Oh, you had several sitting
Yeah.
here? Oh.
Here.
See, these rafters, you want to know how that
That's where
works?
we used to hang it at.
See, this is a tobacco stick. They would be hanging off of the stick, like this. Then you would go up there on the rafters. Well, there's a couple of rafters missing. But you would put your sticks up here. You'd have this tobacco hanging all over the tobacco house. See, there's a rafter missing
See,
here.
I cut them out.
Yeah,
that was
so you
like-
could walk around in here.
Claire
This
had never
whole-
hung tobacco in her
You
life.
got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You would have 28 hands of tobacco on this stick. And there's about 3 leaves of tobacco in each hand. And you'd have 28 hands, 14 hands per side.
Steve said he's going to go out and...
Oh, Steve's gonna go farming. Oh, I would put a stick back in the barn. What's wrong? That cow ain't gonna get you. I got a cow and he's chasing some kids. Mama's gonna pick you up, okay?
Don't have to put it on a stick.
Just put it right on the rack.
See, this is not.
Oh, and just shove it back, don't you?
Slide back.
Yeah, that's a lot simpler operation.
That was some overripe tobacco. But it sells just as good as that bright stuff.
Huh.
See the difference? I mean, that's much,
See, that's lower on the stalk there.
yeah.
It's just tip.
This is tips and this is lower on the stalk, yeah, right.
They're all upset now.
He's got them started now.
Bought me a new blower the other day. He's still thin.
Come on, I'll take you back. Come on, let's go.
That cow.
I'm not gonna get you. I ain't gonna let him.
Uh-oh.
Kids
Pick it like that dog.
You got a pet, ain't you?
Well, his name is Herman. When he was big enough
That
for me
bull's
to
gonna
touch
get
him.
that dog.
That's a mama
That's a mama
We
cow.
ate the last one. His
You
name is Herman.
He just barked. He ain't nothing
No,
different.
Play,
hush.
say, hey,
They
Robert.
hush.
He ain't
They
good
do.
for
They
nothing.
hush.
Hush, hush, hush. Go, get over here. Go.
No, he made a hot.
Come here, Bo. Come here.
You got 1 week of milk?
Grab Bo.
Oh my goodness. Ooh, ooh.
He'd knock him down. He'd leave him.
That's
Bo.
right.
Bag safe. There's my mama right there. Oh, that one and that one and white. Black and white. Where's Bo?
How many cows y'all got now?
I don't know.
It's a bunch of them.